Hi guys, Laura with EO Family here, and today I am coming on to tell you about a challenge that I am taking. It's the 5-day Love Yourself on Video, or hashtag Love Video Challenge, and it's being held by Salma Jaffrey, and she's a really good YouTube and social media marketing specialist, and I've been following her for a while, and I saw this challenge for Valentine's Day and I thought how perfect to hop on. COVID, I think, has us all a little rusty, many of us a little rusty about going on video, so I thought, why not? It'd be fun, and I get to tell you a bit about EO Family and our direction we're going, and our passion niche, as she calls it, passion niche. She has this cool little graphic that she created, and I'm going to go through how this works. And if you want this document and you want to join the challenge, just let me know. I can invite you, and you can watch the past videos even if you didn't get on live the day they happened. It's really nice. So this graphic matrix takes you through questions to answer to find out your passion niche. And in case you can't tell, my passion niche is education. Since I'm, I could sit here and just talk about my niche, right? But instead, I'm choosing to educate you guys on what I'm doing, as well as telling you my niche, right? So that you can do it for yourself if you want as well. That's kind of like my thing, right? Everything I tell you guys, it's for your benefit. I'm passionate about it, something I'm passionate about that I'm doing, but I want to tell you guys all about it too, in case it helps you as much as it helped me. So I'm just going to give you an example of what this looks like by telling you mine, and if it's something that you would want to do for your business, let me know and I'll get you hooked up. So it starts with the problem. What is the problem that you are solving? So the problem that EO Family solves is correcting any misunderstanding or lack of knowledge around healthcare topics, usually specific health challenges or issues, understanding our health better, things like that. The person, who are you solving the problem for? So we are solving that problem for natural-minded people, or people who are tired of the symptom-based approach, and they've been in the trying to solve health challenges for a while game, and they're not getting results that they want, and they're looking at alternatives. So either alternative people or people willing to look into alternatives. That's our people. And typically we like to work with families, but we work with all people. But typically our clients are families like us. Why? Okay, so the third column on the matrix is the lights you up. So your passion niche has to light you up, right? It has to be something that you are passionate about, obviously. And she asks us to explain how does it light us up and why. So it lights me up in a way of fulfillment. I feel fulfilled when I help others to understand their health better and to find answers that they're looking for. And why? Gosh, that's a good question. The why behind why this is a passion of mine. I remember being very little, probably 5 or 6, and during summer breaks and other breaks, I would walk in the woods a lot. And I was an only child. I didn't have much to do. I'd get bored, so I'd go and play in the woods. And I remember my favorite thing to play in the woods that I did for many, many hours was to walk through the woods and pretend I was a guide. And I would educate the imaginary crowd behind me on the plants and the fauna and the tree. And so I was kind of like a nature guide. And this is something that I love to pretend doing. And I think the motherhood version of that is guiding others through natural medicine and natural health options. You know, being the guide for the other mothers and other parents and individuals and, you know, grandmas, and saying like, and here we have, you know, common childhood, you know, illness or common childhood problem. Here we have teething, you know. Let's look at teething. What can we do to, you know, to ease teething? And look at all these, you know, solutions, right? This is why teething happens. Let's understand the root of teething, right? And things like that. And it's just a really deep passion of mine to educate. For some reason, I was just a born educator is all I can say. And so it really lights me up, because it's something that I struggled with and I worked really hard to become well versed in, and I'm very happy to share, you know, those solutions faster, you know, so that it's like looking for a needle in a haystack, right? I like to just help you get straight to the needle and not have to do all those years of searching on your own and making mistakes like I did, so that you can just get right to the good health, right? And then we need to talk about also the next column. Well, the next column is how do we solve the problem? And we can talk about that, sure, why not, right? So we solve the problem, EO Family does, through a holistic or functional medicine approach. Holistic meaning the whole body, mind, and spirit, and even relationships. We bring that into too. The healthy, you know, physically healthy, mentally healthy, emotionally healthy, and healthy relationships. These are all, relationship health is important too. These are all, it's together a holistic approach to health. And then functional medicine being the direction we approach it from. Typical Western medicine is a symptom chasing model where it says, okay, you have X symptom, let's treat that symptom. And then integrative medicine, which you're familiar with, is kind of the approach. It's like a middle ground approach. It involves, it has Western medicine, but it also has a natural medicine approach or holistic medicine approach, where it's also looking at the root cause. But functional medicine is completely the root cause. So functional medicine says wants to understand the function behind what's going wrong and fix it from that standpoint. So if you think of your health as a tree, and you can have good health or bad health, so your tree can be healthy or poor, right? You think of that, right? Then the tree is the trunk is your health, whether it's good or poor. The branches up here are your disease or your thriving, right? And then disease or lack thereof, right? Strengths or disease. And then the leaves are your symptoms, whether good or bad. You know, here we have brain fog. Here we have fatigue. Here we have, if it's good, vitality. Here we have, you know, clear skin, right? These are symptoms up here. And then down at the bottom, at the roots, that's where it all starts. So down at the roots, we have, what are you eating? What are you consuming in all parts of your life, right? What are your stress levels? How are you sleeping? What supplements are you taking? How is your nutrient levels? So many things go into these roots that create the good or bad health. What are your genetics like, right? And understanding those roots and what we can work with our supplements, genetics, food we eat, exercise, stress, sleep, management, all of that, right? And getting it all nice and lined up so that we can change poor health to good health. So that's how we address that problem. And that's a unique way of approaching it. And that totally brings us to the last part of the matrix. The last column is, does it have demand? People are tired of poor health. They're tired of the symptom chasing approach. It does not work because for so many years now, decades, we've been doing this and we're sicker than ever. It's not working, and people realize that. And I think, the newer generations, especially that are coming into adulthood, they want better answers. They want to know why. They want to understand why, how, and that's what functional medicine does. It approaches health and medicine from the how and why perspective, understanding the function underneath all of this. How is this working? Why is this happening to me? And how can I get better? Because if you understand the how of it's happening and why, then you understand what you can do differently, and then it totally empowers you to do something completely different and get control over your health, not just for now, but forever, for life. And that is in such high demand. I did do the exercise. If you want to know if your niche that you're thinking of, that you're passionate about, is something that is in demand, because your passion niche should have 3 elements. It should be it should light you up. You should be passionate about it, of course. Not just for now, but for life. It shouldn't be a fad, right? Does it solve a problem for somebody? And last but not least, does it have demand? And that demand piece is often lost in the mix of, oh, I'm really passionate about this little thing, it's fad, or this thing that other people aren't really into at the moment, And it's great to be a trailblazer, but you run the risk of not making money or getting an audience or following as a result. So it has to have demand. And the fact is that when I search functional medicine, I get a lot of videos that are recent and a lot of hits. So you can type your passion niche into YouTube and search. It's nice to throw in a few keywords from who you're helping as well. Like if you help parents, or if you help, women only, or, women entrepreneurs, or anything like that. You just type it in who, and then the what is the problem that you're solving. So for me, I just put in the how I solve it, because my who and what was a little weird. So I just did functional medicine parents, because that's, as close as I can get, really. And that did have a lot of hits, like millions of views on some of those videos. So I feel like this is a good place to go in this day and age. I've seen many studies, marketing studies, that say that natural healthcare, holistic healthcare is on the rise, and functional medicine is one of the top fields of medicine that is now becoming more popular, along with regenerative medicine, which is a really cool up and up science. And actually the new COVID vaccine is based on regenerative medicine, so it's pretty interesting to see where this will all go. So I think I covered everything that I had to cover. I wanted to end by reading it's got a little squished by the kids, but this is our mission and vision statement, or our business mission and vision statement for EO Family. And I just wanted to read that, and by reading it to you, because I think it's a perfect summary of our passion niche. A little wordy though. So, EO Family believes in the power of physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually healthy families to bring a well-needed change to the world. EO Family empowers families through individuals to restore their health and vitality by connecting them with revolutionizing truths, products, and practices. Our family is committed to a life purpose of empowering and supporting families who value growing together to create a future full of hope for humanity. And I could pick that all apart and tell you what everything means, but I won't. I'll just say that no matter what type of natural health solutions we are finding. I'm an aromatherapist. There's herbs. There's homeopathy. There's just an endless number. Acupuncture, chiropractic. There's an endless number of natural health solutions out there, practices and products. And no matter what one is the most helpful for what is going on, it's included in this vision. So that is what helps me to know that I will always have, there will always be new things coming in and out. It will always stay interesting. It will always stay something I can be passionate about, because it's not stuck. It doesn't get stuck. It flows, and it will always help meet people's needs because it can follow the trends that are going at the moment. So I really like that flexibility in there. If I had to say my passion niche in one sentence, like an elevator pitch, based on this new, like what's going on right now with functional medicine approach and that holistic approach, I would have to say that I am a holistic health educator and coach, and my passion niche is helping natural-minded people, or people looking into the natural side of alternative, and looking into alternative medicine, to better understand and resolve a lack of knowledge through functional medicine approach, through a functional medicine approach. And I think that would be a really good summary. So I'll practice saying that a lot over the next few days, over and over, so that it comes out smooth, because that's a good summary of what we're doing right now. So thanks for watching. It was fun to make. I appreciate the time and space and the challenge, and look forward to the rest of the days. Bye-bye. Take care.